So the AR-15 build specs. After some research, I came across naturalinterest.org's The Ultimate Guide to Building an AR-15 Legally, which turned out to be really useful in resource, as it led me to Palmetto State Armory's pmac M4 style carbine kit, which has all the mil-spec parts you'll need to complete your build, save for a lower, a mag, and rear sight, which I own those. However, I kept researching. The article goes on to let you know that the parts are absent from the kit can be easily obtained online at Cabela's, and he provides links to those, as I'm sure he gets a kickback for everybody that goes there from his page. But I've referenced each of these links in the document this video is linked in. The barrel is nitride. It's chambered in 5.56 NATO with a 1-7 twist. M4 barrel extension and carbine length gas system. It is finished off with a PSA standard handguards, but we're going to make it a lot more fancy than that. It'd be made out of 4150 chrome moly vanadium steel. 4150 is a carbon steel similar to 4130, 4140, but with addition of vanadium 0.2% to 3%, to 0.3%, I'm sorry. 4150 has a higher carbon content at 41% to 49%. You could get one like that, or in addition to vanadium, increases 4150's life at higher temperature. Rapid and automatic fire is what's going to give you that temperature, and this is a semi-automatic, so it makes it harder, stiffer. The 4150 does. It still requires chrome lining of the bore because it's not corrosion resistant. Depending on heat treatment, 4150 can achieve a Rockwell hardness of 92. The cost of 4150 is also a little bit higher than 4130 or 4140, but still lower than most stainless steel. Ultimate tensile strength is at about 106,000 psi. Yield strength is around 55,100 psi. I'd probably like that upper out of 75 T6 aluminum, an alloy that uses its zinc as its primary alloy compound, 5.6% to 6.1%. It also contains more magnesium, 2.1% to 2.5%, and copper about 1.2% to 1.6%. Then 6061, 7075 undergoes the same two-part hardening process. Rockwell B hardness is 87. In most cases, 7075 is higher performance substitution for 6061, and so demands a slightly higher price. Ultimate tensile strength, the price is worth it though. I guess it's the 83,000 psi. Yield strength would be around 73,000 psi, which is pretty good. I mean, they're going to end up calling it multi-caliber though, and we all know about that. Moving on to the bolt, we all know we're going to Carpenter 158 the bolt. So Carpenter 158 steel, Carpenter 158 or C158 steel is a type of case-hardened carbon steel alloy. Carpenter steel is a product of the Carpenter Technology Corporation, and there is not very much info about its composition. It does have fairly low carbon content, 0.10%, but a high percentage of nickel, 3.5%, and chromium of 1.5% because of the ability of, C158 to be case hardened differently from the core hardness. Case hardness is typically around 61 Rockwell C. While its core is around 38 Rockwell C, C158 is most commonly found in bolts produced by high volume manufacturers and is typically cheaper than 9310. Ultimate tensile strength is around 170,000 psi. Its yield strength is 140,000 psi. The carrier be a full auto profile steel carrier made of 8620 phosphate coated. And what that is, hard chrome is generic term for coating of chromium on material surface. Hard chrome is used to reduce friction and improve durability through abrasion and wear resistance. It also minimizes galling or seizing of the parts and expands chemical inertness to include a broader set of conditions. Hard chrome is indeed fairly hard, with a Rockwell C rating of 69. It is typically applied to thicknesses ranging from 0.005 inches to 0.020 inches, and is typically reserved for rifle bores and is a decorative finish. So the 8620 steel is a form of carbon steel alloy with a carbon content from about 18 to 23%. 8620 is a type of chromoly steel. 4% to 6% chromium, 15 to 25% molybdenum. That can be case hardened, giving it an exceptional wear characteristics. 8620 is typically used in bolts and other parts that may experience high wear and cost effectiveness. 8620 can be hardened from 80 Rockwell B to 90 Rockwell C. Ultimate tensile strength is 76,900 plus, and the yield strength is 55,800 plus. My sights and mag, I'm going to do my mag polymer, which is a generic term for different forms of plastics. Polymers range from fully synthetic to semi-organic materials that offer vast array of mechanical properties. Polymers are often dense while still being light, hard, soft, corrosion, and chemical resistant, and easily formable. Polymers may also be mixed with dissimilar materials, making composites with greater material properties. Polymer has figure 9 rubber parts, figure 10 tritium sights. Let me think. I can make it. I can't come up with the compound number real quick, but I can say that I can print it off the 3D printer. And other than that, like the mag would be like or a mag could also be made of like spring steel. Spring steel is a generic name for a variety of steel designed for making springs. Spring steel ranges from low alloy medium steel or high carbon steel to alloy or stainless. Spring steel has very high yield strength. The high yield of spring steel allows it to handle large deflection and twisting forces without plastic permanent deformation. Composition ranges by type, but it is typically carbon, manganese, phosphorus, sulfur, silicon, chromium, and nickel. Rockwell C hardness ranges from around 31 to 60. And I hope to have all these things wrapped up and put together here by the end of this class, actually, because we were starting a new build in the shop today. All right, again, sir, I'm sorry for the latency and for all my technical difficulties during this time of pestilence in our country. May God bless America.